Hare Krishna. Let's do Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, verse number 41. Vyavasayatmika buddhir ekeha kuru nandana bahu shakahyanantascha buddhayo vyavasayinam. Translation: those who are on this path are resolute in purpose and their aim is one. O beloved child of the Kurus, the intelligence of those who are irresolute is many-branched. What Krishna is trying to say here is that if our focus is to grow spiritually and if our focus is only spiritual life, spiritual life are one more type of life for some people. Material life is our main life and spiritual life is one option for some people. For some people, material life is important, spiritual life is also important. And for some people, spiritual life is very important. And for some people, spiritual life is most important. And for some people, spiritual life is the only important thing in life. So, here Krishna is talking about spiritual life is the only important thing in life. Why? It's like that because you see, if spiritual life is the only important thing in life, then you will become a very lovable person for your spouse, for your children, for your family, for the society, for your guru and for God. Because for one whom spiritual life is the only important thing in life, they will only focus on using their body in a way Krishna is happy, using their mind in a way Krishna is happy, using their speech in a way Krishna is happy. So then what happens? They will do only good things for their spouse, for their children, for their family, for their relatives, for the society, for Guru and for Krishna. So if this is the kind of resolute purpose that we have, then what happens? Then such people, they can really progress. But for whom spiritual life is one of the options, our children is also one thing, husband is one thing, a wife is one thing, duty to office is one thing. So we all have so many branches, to focus on. Then we don't achieve anything in life. We don't become, jack of all trades, master of none. So we don't reach anywhere if you give equal importance to everything. If we can give importance only to spiritual life completely while living in our situation, without giving up our duties, without giving up our designation as a spouse, as a father or mother, without giving up anything, if we can have spiritual life is the only important thing in life, then we can do wonders in spiritual life like Srila Prabhupada did. He was the best example for it. See, he had 5 children. Okay, he had his wife and he was taking care of all of them. But he was also preaching. And for him, spiritual life was the only important thing in life. He took care, of his family. But one day his wife was not so happy that he is, not earning more. She was wanting more and more, from Prabhupada. But Prabhupada was very satisfied with whatever he had. He could run his family. He was satisfied with that. So, what she did? She sold Prabhupada's Bhagavad Gita only. What he wrote, the first copy, she sold it to whom? To a person who is, buying all the garbage from the house, the paper wala who comes to take old paper. To him, she sold his written work, And then when Prabhupada came home from his yatra, he is searching for his book. It's not there. It has to go for printing. He calls his son, youngest son. He calls other children also. We don't know. Youngest son, when he asks, he opens the mouth and he tells that, I think mother sold it to that one who came to buy the newspapers. Now imagine old Prabhupada, how he would have felt. Ones who are in 60s, how they would feel when all their work of the entire Bhagavad Gita work, if it is just gone like that and no clue where it is now. So Prabhupada goes to the wife. She was sipping her tea, and eating her biscuit. and he asks her, for you, what happened to my Bhagavad Gita? She doesn't reply. What I wrote, doesn't reply. For you, and she was sipping, for every talk that he's doing, she's sipping her tea. So he asked, for you, tea is important or me? You know what she did? She picked up her cup and took another sip. That's it. So that was the day he said goodbye to his wife. That is, in his old age. He took sannyas. And after that, in his old age, late 60s towards 70, then he crosses the ocean and he goes to America in his old age. In one of the purports of Srimad Bhagavatam, Prabhupada writes, what do I have with me? I am old. I don't have energy like you young people. I have no beauty. I have no money. What is that makes you all come and listen to me? What makes you all, you Westerners, young people, get attracted to me who has nothing with me? And that is the Krishna consciousness. So the Krishna consciousness that we have, that attracts others to us. So this is what Prabhupada's secret actually. All he had was his spiritual life. The instruction given by his guru, he just followed it. His goal was all the time, when he was young, when he met his guru told, you are educated, you know English, you must go to the West and preach. Because if you preach to the Westerners, and if the whites will get convinced, they follow, they come here and people see, then they will follow the Westerners. As they're following them now, they will follow later also. When Westerners follow Bhagavad Gita, they will follow the Westerners and follow Bhagavad Gita. And you see, that's what is happening now. Prabhupada went to the West, just his one pointed attention that, I have to listen to my guru. He has told me to go and preach to the West. So that was in his head. But he wanted to take care of his family. He took care of his wife. He took care of his 5 children. He earned. They grew up. He got the girls married. And then in his old age, then when his wife no more needed him, that is the time he quit. So that is till then he had that one focus that I have to obey my guru's order of going to the West and preaching. So just that one pointed attention on that one instruction, Prabhupada tried to follow, and you see, as a result, in 10 years, Prabhupada opened 108 temples all over the world, and he had 10,000 disciples. And when he went to America, what he had? Only $35 in his pocket. Only 35. Maybe it's as good as having 3,000 rupees in our pocket when we go to America. So like that, okay. So like that, when Prabhupada went to the West, he got all drug addicts, and still, his goal was, my guru has told to preach to the Westerners. So I will preach. He accepted whoever came as Krishna's people. All the thing that he did was, you can see in his videos, he is really closing his eyes and chanting, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. He's not even opening the eyes and seeing them smoking and dancing. He's not even doing that. With closed eyes in his initial years, he would simply chant, deeply engrossed in Krishna. His goal was, this is my duty. Guru has given, I have to do it. And as a result, you see the result today. ISKCON is a famous word all over the world, even in Muslim countries. I'll tell you once what happened. We had gone to passport renewal. My husband had gone, and his name is Hari Prasad. So when he went to Arab place, we were in UAE actually, Dubai. So he went to the Dubai, that particular office where they renew the passport. And the sheikhs were sitting, and they saw his name. Oh, Hari Prasad, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram. Ha 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 ha, they all laughed. It is told that even if you chant mockingly, then also you get benefit. So see, where is Hari Prasad and where is Hare Krishna, Hare Ram? Okay, so this is Prabhupada's glories. Prabhupada was so much one-pointed that the effect is tremendous. Everyone knows Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Everyone knows at least to say Hare Krishna, Hare Ram. So even in the movie there was a song, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram. So everyone likes to talk about it. That is the beauty of this verse. Based on this verse, whole ISKCON is built. Based on this verse, Prabhupada lived, and today I am sitting and speaking. It's because of Prabhupada. It's because of his disciples. It's because of his disciples' disciples, like His Grace Radheshyam Prabhu, like my Guru, His Holiness Jayapatak Swami Maharaj, like His Grace Chaitanya Charan Prabhu, and like His Holiness Bhakti Rasamrit Swami Maharaj, like this many Maharajas, His Holiness Radha Govind Swami Maharaj. All of their lectures I have been hearing, and today I am speaking. It is all because of Prabhupada's, one focused attention on his goal. Just like if you hold a magnifying glass, and when the sun's rays fall, and if the patch of sunlight is ellipse type, then it won't happen. It doesn't harm the paper. Like when we have all, I would take care of my wife, my children, my relatives, and God also. Then what happens? Nothing happens. But when the focus is sharp through the magnifying glass, sharp focus of sunlight, then what happens? The paper catches fire. So miracles happen when our focus on Hare Krishna Mahamantra, focus on hearing Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, and focus on our duties. Just all these things are the desire of our Guru. If we can do that, and Guru wants us to be an ideal devotee. So if we can focus on becoming an ideal devotee is perfect in every respect. He has all the qualities which a devotee must have, all 26 qualities. If we can become a very, very focused in our devotional service, a person who is very much focused in japa or anything. Prabhupada said, forget about Krishna consciousness. He was telling that you be conscious first, then become Krishna conscious. So first thing is we must become conscious. Then we can become Krishna conscious, Let us be conscious when we are doing, See, we are doing our work, side by side we are observing WhatsApp. Or, we are doing our work, side by side we are on the phone. We are chanting and we are watching cricket match. Not this kind, Let us be conscious of what we are doing. Let us be focused on our duty. Then we will learn to be focused in Krishna consciousness also. So this way, if we can develop that one point focus, then, then automatically big miraculous things will happen. Not just in Prabhupada's case, in his disciples' case, how many of his disciples have done so many big things, Each and every sannyasi disciple has thousands of disciples now, most of them who are taking, disciples, they have thousands of disciples. So like that, if, and their disciples, they're also doing big work, they're also doing a lot of book distribution or a lot of preaching, like I am Prabhupada's disciple's disciple. I'm a housewife. I'm also going to school and preaching to around 250-300 children, and also in a hostel and in another hostel and in another school. You see, Prabhupada, whatever he did with one point focus, he has created people like him in different scale. Like, Hanuman at Hanuman's level, squirrel at squirrel's level. So we are at squirrel's level. Our gurus are at Hanuman level. Prabhupada also was like Hanuman, very big, fighter for the entire army of Krishna consciousness. That was Prabhupada. So, this is the verse that says we have to be focused. Hare Krishna.